müssen wir die irgendwie von ihrem Glauben abbringen. Wenn ich hier so einen riesigen Mech-Volk hätte, würde ich nicht meinen Glauben verlieren, bin ich ganz ehrlich. Wenn ich mich da hochsneaken kann. 2 sogar. Ist ja auch noch einer. ETF, Alter.
She's not lost yet. We would still welcome her graft onto our tree.
Mal gucken.
So, you survived the garden. Did you come all this way just to try your luck again? To kill me more efficiently than last time? Our conflict was foretold the moment you were born. You can no more avoid it than I can die. Look around, Envoy. Heelguard should have listened. He tried to bring order through compromise.
Was er auch geschafft hätte, wenn ich dazwischen gefunkt hätte.
Order is meant to be imposed by a stern, guiding hand.
Her order wields sharp steel.
Heelguard is a fool if he thinks half measures will save the island. When this is over, I'll instruct him, personally. As for you, Sapadal's chains are broken, which means your soul is in... I don't know how deeply you've been compromised, Envoy. Do not patronize me. I have every right to put down a threat to the Empire. Steel yourself, Envoy.
We would not welcome her death. There is still ample shade for her beneath our tree.
Oh, das hilft uns mal unsere Wahrnehmung weiter. Blöd, wenn du hast mit der Sache zu tun, du kennst mich, ich tu das nicht. So.
You will. You must. You have no choice. Face me and die with honor. How you die doesn't matter. But the burned...
We are a challenge to her authority. She is afraid of what we mean.
Ja, da können wir, glaube ich, die Brechstange einsetzen. Oh, aber knapp nur, ne?
The burned queen doesn't need to sully her power with mortal concerns. Not when she can rely on me. I will pursue her ambitions until my bones grind themselves to dust. While you are little more than a nursemaid to your diseased false god. Hear me, Envoy. I am her sword, and so long as I...
But she failed to ensnare the living lands, and we are free.
So.
How long until wurde finds a new avatar?
Nehmen wir die Punkte für.
You could never understand what it means. You, who have always, even now, you rely on others from death. I made myself into a vessel, so, and I did it.
Come on, ernsthaft. Schade.
Finally, farewell.
There's no coming back this...
Let's finish this.
Once I'm your god of flesh.
Schade. Habe ich so nicht gewollt.
We are every seed in the soil.
Ich ist gehüpft.
Always grow.
Das hätte ich jetzt gerne vermieden.
Whoa, queen of queens! Send me your aid! Mighty Inquisitor sound.
Ein Liedchen. Oh, sie ist gefroren. Was? Oh. Hat sie noch Schaden auf die? Nicht so wirklich, ne? Oh, wir haben noch ein bisschen viele hier, ne? Ich mal anmerken. Oh, guck mal, sie kann den gleichen Angriff machen wie unser Mate, oder? Alter, was ist das denn jetzt? Ist das Spiel ein bisschen buggy möglicherweise? So, ciao, Kakao.
Again, won't it come? Help me. One last time.
Hat die wieder voll ab, hier was auch sonst, ey. Ja, nee, ist klar. Aber die sind nicht Gold. Wäre jetzt auch mal dieses Ende gewesen auf der kleinen Reichweite hier. Oh, Alter, wenig Schaden die kriegen. Und du sollst, glaube ich, mal das Flächen rekrutieren, ne? Scheiße, jetzt hat er aber einfach Würdigkeit, das ist auf Witwen drauf. Das ist einfacher, als hier die beiden Viecher zu killen, oder? Na, guck mal, die Wasser löschen ins Glas hier. Ach, daneben, Alter, das gibt's doch nicht. So, gleich wieder eingefroren. Gestunt auch. Das dürfte dann eh das Ende sein. Jo. Oh. Bitte noch ein bisschen AP, sorry. Ist aber gut mit. Ob ich jetzt noch killen muss, Alter, willst du dich rollen? Und einfach nur Marie, Alter, was ist das denn? Also ist mal gut hier mit dem Reh kommen, ey. Das sollte reichen. Und dann sie ist tot. Das wollte ich gar nicht. Scheiße. Na gut, hätte ich das mal vorher gewusst, ne?
Wherever Ludwig is now, she must be seething.
Of course, we'd be happy to kill her again, if not.
She's done. But we're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it. Together. Guys, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
Unraveled at last. We no longer feel her wire against our flesh. We are free always. We are free forever.
Silence falls over Paradise, as though the city is holding its breath. Of a distant bell, the waving of banners, and cheers of victory. After a short and bloody conflict, the dust has finally begun to settle. You feel Sapadal close to your thoughts, stirring with interest. the god of the living lands, is observing this moment, unfettered by confusion or fear. For the first time in centuries, they understand. The Paradise militia rallies to you, the outsider who defended them in their hour of need. Whatever happens next, you have won their confidence. You take a moment to reflect on the calm. Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand, which turned out to be anything but simple. The dream scourge is over, and the island has been cleansed of plague. A time of healing and mourning follows. People look to you for answers about the source of the affliction. You tell them the truth, how the plague came from a power beyond mortal understanding, and how it is finally at peace. With your guidance, the Living Lands becomes a vassal of the Adiran Empire. In exchange for their taxes and soldiers, the free settlements are protected from future attacks. The fight for survival is over. You showed the rebels of Paradise mercy, but they can never trust the Empire. Instead, they keep to the wilderness, always 2 steps ahead of Adir, only attacking when provoked. That is as close as they come to peace. The refugees of Emerald Stair resettle in Thirdborn, bringing their skills and research to aid the local community. What starts as an uneasy partnership blossoms into a bond of trust. Through shared adversity, they find common ground. The ashes of Fior Messiverno continue to smolder. Scavengers avoid the ruins, fearful of spirits unleashed by animancy gone awry. The once promising city is nothing but a cautionary tale. Though Adir has promised that the Living Lands will retain their autonomy, not everyone in Shatterscarp trusts the Empire. But many Adiran ships sail into the Grave Room's ports, bearing fine linens and aged wines. These ease the painful memory of the day Reengrim culled their people. After the Living Lands is declared a vassal of Adir, Solace Keep reluctantly opens the doors of its fortress, though not before numerous missives are sent to Mihala demanding the Grave Room be honored. Her reluctance costs the dwarves. The Pargrunen are never favored in trade negotiations, and are the last to be supplied by Adiran caravans. But the Wardens have rounder bellies than anyone can remember. For the first time in many years, Kai feels an agreeable restlessness. Not to flee, not to drift, but to venture. He visits the distant shores Tama told him about, and savors the modern marvels, ancient wonders, and breathtaking expanses he beholds. His heart swells, not with grief, but with awe. There is so much to discover, and he will spend his years chasing all of the joy and beauty the world has to offer him. With his travels alongside the envoy complete, Marius is left directionless once again. Rather than disappearing into his cups, however, Marius leans on his time among his companions to give him the strength to re-enter society and find comfort in civilization. He establishes a route between Paradise and Thirdborn, guiding travelers between the two in return for money and supplies. And while he has a reputation for being aloof, he joins the campfires from time to time, sharing stories of his time with the envoy that most travelers believe are completely made up. Giada continues to improve as an animancer. She dedicates her work to the spiritual health of the Living Lands, nurturing instead of exploiting. Others follow her example, seeking her tutelage from lands far and wide. In the years to come, rumors spread of a secret society gathering in the wilderness, where animancers work in harmony with nature. The dream of Fior Messiverno lives on in her. Unable to pass up the opportunity, Yatsley takes her place beside Reengrim. Under the tutelage of the Archmage of Terror, Yardsley sees her own power grow beyond her wildest expectations. But Reengrim is a strict master, and the visits to Quilici slow to a stop over the years, leaving her with her grimoire and a pile of letters to warm her in her twilight years. Freed from torment for the first time in centuries, Soppadal turns their prodigious curiosity to the people that shaped them. They observe the ways their people live, and they think deeply about what they see. Though they flinch away from moments of violence, and they grieve souls returned to them too soon, the rage that once shook cities to rubble no longer rules them. Instead, they come to you with questions. They want to understand. After a time, they begin tentatively to garden. Where they can, they improve the lives of Kith, and the suffering that troubled them is reduced, if never fully eradicated. Their grief compels them to love, and they love unreservedly, with the power of a god. Soppadal pours a fragment of their power into the statue they claimed from the temple of Aethys. Newly embodied, they roam the living lands and learn to experience the world as Kith do. Their first attempts at locomotion are clumsy, and a stand of innocent trees is violently returned to the wheel. But as their confidence grows, so does their grace. Soon, they are bounding across the plains of eastern Dawnshore, leaping the river gorge in Emerald Stair, scaling the shark's teeth of Shatterscarp, and fearlessly wading into the Tusk's acid sea. When they break, they come to you to put them back together, and in time, they learn to fix themselves. They wander far afield. You see less of them, but they are never far from your thoughts, and on the rare occasion they return, they always bring you something beautiful and strange. The sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie. Many are waiting to greet you with open arms. You take a moment to catch your breath and savor it, because everything is about to change.
Ja, das war ein schönes Ende. Gut, das mit Löwen hätte ich gerne noch geregelt. Aber da hatten wir einfach nicht die nötigen Attributspunkte für. Schade Schokolade. Ja, mit Yardsley war am Ende dann vielleicht auch nicht so optimal, aber